Welcome to Coffee Time Thursday. We dedicate Thursday to sharing on topics from New Thought and authors from the past. Let's get started.
Hello, welcome. I'm Reverend Deborah Reeves. Good to see all of you. Our topic today is how to quicken soul power. So please join me with an opening prayer. Please close your eyes, relax into your chair, and take a few deep breaths. As we breathe in the love and the light of God, it feels delightful. And when we breathe out the light and the love of God around the whole world, touching the hearts of all humanity. And as we breathe in, we anchor today into the truth of the love, the true wisdom and knowledge, a deep communication, a consciousness of God's gift today to all that are watching and to all of humanity. I say thank you, God. Thank you. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
And now let's talk about our topic, how to quicken soul power. This came from the book Soul Power by Ernest C. Wilson in 1963. And I quote him saying, and quoting from the Bible, "I do nothing. The Father abiding in me doeth his works." And this really struck me deeply because sometimes we get in fear and we think, oh, I've got to do more. What can I do? I've got to heal this issue. Oh, a child may have an addiction. What can I do? And it's not always about us doing anything. It's about God is doing the inner work. And we can do things on the outer level. If it's a health issue, yes, we can do our physical work, but God is doing the healing work, and that can appear in amazing ways. That can appear, you get an aha. That can be recognizing a sabotaging belief you have about yourself. And our gift and purpose is to trust the process of it and know that it's all in divine order. And one of the other examples they give here, a surgeon may remove a mass on a kidney and he can say, I have bound the wound, but God healed him. And this is so true. And we forget that. We think, oh, it's just on this physical plane that we have to do everything. Not so. Or the action of a farmer planting the seed and watering the seeds, but God grows the plants. So an example in my life, I've been praying for healthy, thicker hair, clear skin, strong adrenals. And I can do all the work on the physical level, take the supplements, use the gels, but it's that inner work, God in action, revealing to me the stressful thoughts I have. Why do I worry so much? This is coming up to be revealed, to be healed. And then my sensitivity to a comment someone says, I won't react and my skin won't flare because I'm thin skinned, so to say. So it's, and not to beat up on ourselves because we're in a process of learning how to quicken that soul power, that deep connection to source for healing about any issue. So that's my story. Who else would like to share?
I'll go. I hear you. I'm guilty as charged. I go straight to I got to fix it on the physical level. If it's not going the way it's supposed to be going, you talked about, a child in addiction. I have a daughter with mental health issues, and I want to run and, make it all better. And that's you can only do so much with someone else's mental health issues, you know, and that goes for any physical issue with anybody else. So, you know, because we only have control over ourselves, and it's hard sometimes because I default to the, if I do more, then it'll be okay, and that's not the truth. And I had something come up just last night, and was a conversation between me and a family member, and I was kind of put off by the comment. So basically, what I just kind of took it to bed with me and kept thinking about it and said, well, if they're going to be like this, then I'm just going to have to, you know, let these people out of my life for a while again, and that's going to be okay. And then I noticed that I was playing this story in my mind, and it was like in the physical realm, you know. And then I realized, wait a minute, this isn't mine, because I really am doing the best that I can with what I have. So if whatever God needs from me, I will be myself, and I will be the same person, and I don't have to change, because that way they can accept me. So I just kept turning it over, saying, okay, God, like the golden key kind of thing, turn it over. It's not mine, it's his. And finally, I think about 2:00 this morning, I was able to go to sleep, because that took me a while to remember that I had the tool. You know what I mean? It's like, these talks help me remember, but when I get stuck, it's like I need somebody to thump me on the head and say, hey, do you remember your tools? Because I get stuck in that physical realm. That's why I said I was guilty as charged. So thank you again for the reminder, because I know that it's true that God's the one in charge, and I can do my footwork as best I can and turn the rest of it over, because I'm doing the best that I can with what I have, you know. So thank you.
This just comes to mind while you're talking, and I just felt like this is what I wanted to share. 2 or 3 weeks ago, they videotaped, or they shared a videotape of Reverend Vi on the Sunday service. I don't know if it was the Sunday service, and she read this story, and the story was a story about a long time ago, but basically a woman appeared in front of her and handed her a red rock and said, the gift of this red rock is you stay in the moment. You're living your life in the future, you're living it in the past, and you're scrambled. You know, and this rock will remind you to stay in the moment. Well, that really struck me, because that's the way I am. You know, I'll get ready to do something, and then I think, oh, I better go take care of this. I worry. Oh, I better make sure that I've got this taken care of. Oh, did I respond to that email? So that I'm jumping over here, and you know, oh, I got to finish that embroidery project. And so I get myself all worked up. And so I thought, the red rock. And so I took a rock and I gave it to my husband, and I said, because he's a paint, he does art. I said, would you paint this rock red for me? Now, he forgot to do it yesterday. You got to do it today, because there's a symbol in that if I stay in the moment, then I don't have to do all this other stuff, because God's taking care of it. God's taking care of the future. What happened in the past, I learned from that. I don't have to dwell on it. I can stay right here. And that talk just is what I needed. The red rock is going to become a part of me. And it's just a reminder that I can't fix everybody's problems. I can't keep forecasting what's going to go on next week. I got to live right now in the moment and just be present. Be present with the 4 of us right here, and know that there's other people listening, and that's it. Nothing else. Don't worry about what I'm going to serve for dinner tonight and all the other things that I worry about. So that's what I'd like to share.
I'm listening to how spiritual and enlightened you all are, and And on this topic, I have to admit, this won't look good, but it's true, that I realize I'm out of the flow when I notice I'm the problem. And for me, it's working in a situation and, every light's red. I can't find this. I can't find that. If I just step out of the way and take a breath and give it to God, everything flows smoothly. But more often than I will ever admit to, I have the epiphany that I'm my biggest problem. And if I would just back up and let things flow, everything will be amazing. So I love the topic. I love the reminder. And I love how spiritual and wonderful you all are. And I aspire to get there. I just need to get out of the way, right? So I think our time is up. I would love to close this out. I invite you to sit back, take a breath, and let's just be grateful for this opportunity to learn, to love, to grow, to laugh together. Let's be grateful for each and every moment where we are in the moment. For every single time we see God, we know God, and we feel God, because then we're aligned with our truth. I invite you to just hold that awareness. God is here. I invite you to take that awareness with you as we move forward into the day. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you all. We so appreciate you tuning in. We'd really like some comments. What does this topic mean to you? And what would you like to see us talk about? And wouldn't you like to come and be with us when we do this? Let us know. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
See you next
See
time.
you next time. Bye.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. If you want to be a part of the conversation, comment below, like, and share with your Coffee Time friends.